First and foremost, I'd like to start off by praising God and also giving a shout out to our sponsors. We would first like to thank the Ramirez family for being our biggest sponsor and helping us continue to give us the information, motivation, education that we need in our community. Next, we would like to thank SoCal Tattoo out of Tarzana, California. SoCal Tattoos, where all your tattoo needs will be met. Go out there and check them out and let them know AC sent you. And last but definitely not least, Rockstar Plumbing Company out of Chatsworth, California. You can reach them at 818-814-3044 for all your plumbing needs. And now, without further ado, let the show begin.
What up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. We back with another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays on the realest platform on YouTube, man. American Cholo. You already know I'm here with my dogs. How y'all doing today, man? How we feeling?
Come on. Happy to be back, G. Always, bro.
That's right.
It's always a great day when you get to wake up and come to the pod and just, tap in with the homies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Got the homie Philosopher back in the building today.
I
Missed you
know,
last
bro.
week, my boy.
I know, dog. That was tragic. That was tragic being called pansexual or whatever the fuck.
That sexual ass Mark Anthony. Come on, man.
Bro, I can't duck none of it. Come on, man. Yeah, I can't duck none of it, bro. Before that was the hammer. Then he called me like fucking Polly or whatever.
That was got loaded clips
Bro.
every time he hops on the call, dog.
Oh, for real.
I bet he
Hot
trains
and
all
ready.
week, fool.
Dog, he probably has a poster of you in his room right now, Paul.
Dog.
Just writing shit. He's just fucking
Hey.
looking at you doing push-ups, full and burpees, dog. Just writing
That's what
shit.
just looks at all our pages every day
Hey.
before Wednesday just to get ready and shit.
I know, right? He's briefing, but he's got like a bucket with darts, and they all got a joke on it, and that fool just waiting. Which dart's gonna fucking hit is the one he's gonna do.
That's the one. Shit, man. But, man, dog, baseball season is back.
Man, I'm with it, bro. I'm happy. Obviously, the Dodgers are coming off a monumental season, a historic season. Being world champs, it's not an easy feat. I know as an Angel fan, I appreciate it. Thank you for Ohtani. But, they're
Damn fool.
took us straight right from the beginning.
Damn, dog. I can't even say nothing.
But, the Dodgers obviously are made to win now and in the future. They're loaded from top to bottom. Like, there's really no holes in their offense right now.
Yeah.
They bolstered their pitching with a lot of the acquisitions that they made, and health. I think that's the most important thing. Baseball's a long ass season, bro.
Yeah.
Got like 162 games or some shit like that.
Some shit like that. I don't know. I always watch like the first 10.
Then you guys were.
Then the Angels just devastate me. I'm done watching this fucking sport. I'm done watching this team. I'm done supporting.
They're eliminated from playoff contention, huh?
For
After
week
10
one.
games.
Week one, we're done. We're out.
Damn fool.
But the fucking Dodgers are nasty. Are you guys still undefeated right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, huh?
7-0. I think us and the Padres. It's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight all season.
Is that a division rival or is that a conference? Or what is it in baseball? It's conferences, right? It's
I think
ALS, NLS,
The NL and the AL. Yeah,
AL,
National League, American League.
some shit.
Yeah, I think they're in our division, so we see them like we're gonna see them all the time.
Yeah.
this year.
Damn.
So they got a really good squad. They had a great squad. I really think that the series that we had with them last year was really the World Series, right? That, don't get me wrong, you ask any Dodger fan, like being down, and being in that series, like everybody was super nervous because they had our number. Like it was very competitive back and forth, and then holding them to that 20+ scoreless streak was clutch. It finally felt good to like get that off our back, because being a lifelong Dodger fan, we talked about it on the way here, been through so many downs, right? I always heard, 88 was the last time you guys really won. That 2000 was, 2020 was a Mickey Mouse ring, blah, 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 such and so forth. So finally being able to put that to rest and really being able to like crown ourselves, and then having the Yankees on the other side, it was classic. It was made to happen, right? LA, New York, the two biggest, media markets in the world, or some of the two of the biggest.
Yeah.
And then, I was let down. I was expecting more of a challenge, and hopefully we get to have a little more of that this year.
Well, fuck. Well, you guys might get smoked with them torpedo bats, boy.
Damn, bro.
You seen that shit?
After that speech,
Fool, so they have torpedo bats now for the Yankees, right?
yeah.
So I guess what happened is like
What the fuck is a torpedo bag?
So there's a regular baseball bat, and with the baseball bats, the most of the weight is like towards the top of the bat, because that's where you're supposed to make contact. So the Yankees, they did a study for their players, and they noticed that most of the hitters are hitting like middle to more towards the bottom, like middle-ish of the bat. So that's where they're missing. So they made bats specifically where they put more of like the wood, more of the weight in that area.
It's like the snub nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like a torpedo kind of, so they call them torpedo bats. And it's completely legal. But a lot of people have a lot to say about it, because they're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, a lot of people are saying it's not fair. But I mean, I don't see how it's not. What is your take on that? I forgot to ask you that earlier.
Man, I think it happens. I think it happens in all sports, right? We start upgrading the gear, but eventually, like, I feel like this is something that if you have the same weight of the bat, like now it's different construction, eventually I feel like it's going to be banned. Eventually, somebody's gonna complain enough about it where it's like, at what point, especially in baseball, because baseball is really old school. So they don't really take innovation too well.
Yeah.
They're like the last league to have like instant replay. Like, it's this whole old tradition.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's this whole old tradition that they have. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play.
That's what surprised me about it being the Yankees doing it, though. Because we're talking about a franchise who, they wouldn't even let you grow a beard.
Yeah.
Your facial hair, you had to be shaved and everything. And now they're over here making torpedo bats.
I'd be so mad at that.
But, dude,
right?
That just tells you, to me, that sounds like they're hurt, dog, after this past World Series. And now they're going to do whatever they got to do to fucking win. Yeah. And I'm not against it, bro. I mean, like, at the end of the day, every team has opportunity to do that. But it's not going to work for everybody the same, obviously, Because, again, they went over statistics of where their players were missing on the bat.
If that does go through, does that mean everybody has to use those bats? Or
No, yeah. So but teams could, though. That's why it's like, it's not cheating. Like, any other team can go and do it,
Yeah, I guess that would be the question that I had, because like I don't know too much about baseball, obviously, right? But if there's more wood on there, I would think that the weight distribution would be different now, that it'd be heavier, right? So
no, they're not adding wood. It's where they're distributing most of the wood to what part of the bat.
So they're just molding it different.
They're molding it different. That's it.
Must look like a dumbass bat.
It is a stupid bat, bro.
Get that stupid bag out of here.
Torpedo, dumbass shit.
It does look dumb, but shit,
it works.
They fucking won like what, 21-5 that day or 4 or some shit.
Well, okay, they had to bring out the dumb little bat to win. Let them bring it out, fool.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I would think that just means the pitcher needs to throw a little bit higher now, right? Like, man, fuck these fools.
You got to figure out a way to counter it, because if it's not illegal, you're gonna have to deal with it for the rest of the season. So might as well either you jump on the ship if you figure out your players are also missing the same way, or you fucking start pitching different to them.
It's like the short bus of the bat world.
But look, we don't have to look far. Look at it, the NFL. This year, they're eliminating the tush push?
Fool, the NFL's getting soft.
Bro, but
you can't even hip drop tackle people no more, dog. It's fucking whack. It's weak.
It's soft. Yeah, I get it. It's for the health of the players. I understand that, right? But that's just an example of something that's worked really well that they're eventually going to eliminate, that they're going to eliminate, right? So do you see that with these torpedo bats? Because some people feel like it's an unfair advantage. But, having a torpedo bat is not going to make Judge catch that ball.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not going to make you play fundamental baseball. So I get it, like getting on base and hitting that, but I also feel that there's so many other elements of baseball that you have to play that a torpedo bat might not be the thing that's going to push you over the edge, or it might be.
At the end of the day, it's a bat, dog. It's like golf. I done seen homies buy all types of different clubs and they still suck. We all still suck. But we just go out there for a good time, It's not the club. It's not the bat. I mean, well, I guess it is.
Why are you talking about me like
but
that?
see,
fool?
when you're a professional,
He
when
said
you're
bat, not hammer, fool.
hammer. No, but when you're a professional, then the clubs, the bats, then they become they begin to matter. So obviously, it does seem like an unfair advantage because you're accommodating like the way these players swing, where they miss. But it is what it is, dog.
Yeah.
You know, you can't change it. It's not illegal. Not right now, so you gotta adapt.
Yeah. No, I guess we'll see. We don't have enough data.
Yeah,
right?
but if people are tuned in, man, let us know your baseball teams in the chat. Who's winning the World Series? I'm gonna probably see a lot of Dodgers, right?
Yeah. I see that obviously we're the favorites to run it back and just staying healthy. I think is gonna be the most important in any sport. Is the health, right? Talking about staying healthy is look at the Lakers, bro. Trying to get LeBron back into the fold. You know, they're making the push towards the playoffs, and it's especially at what LeBron's 40, 41.
Yeah.
Like putting all these miles on his body, like it's the health.
Did
Like,
you see how LeBron costed the game against the Bulls? That last time? What was it, like last week?
Yeah, I'm like, he's
That's
coming back
crazy.
from injury. Like, I get it. Like, you know, you're not in the groove. You know.
Yeah,
'cause-
that was bad though, dog.
Yeah, it was bad. That was bad, bro.
Lost to a fucking half court game winner from Josh Giddey, the diddler.
The Giddler. The Giddler.
He's the one that had that case, right? Supposedly the fucking underage girl or some shit.
He is the one that had that case.
But I heard it was fake though, or false. I don't know.
That.
It'll be a good idea to spread it right now before you verify.
To spread misinformation.
Fuck, for real, man. Hey, what was that shit that we saw on the way here, but with Musk? What about stealing the DNA or whatever the fuck?
So on the drive here, like there was like a bunch of people. You know, people are protesting. Fucking, it's funny. All the EV users are protesting the EVs, right?
Good. Good.
Right.
Fool.
All the Tesla owners are doing that. Anyway, so there was a banner on the freeway coming over here where it says that Elon stole your data.
Damn.
I was like, but duh, he owns X.
Come on,
of course,
Paul.
they all
Yeah.
do it. Like, I need more context for that. Like, what do you mean? How does he steal our data? Is he stealing it? Is he stealing it from Tesla specifically, and like all those points or whatever data points that you're feeding it?
I'd imagine both, dog. I'd imagine from X and from Tesla. I mean, to be honest, everybody's like data farming is the fucking new wave right now, dog. Everybody's doing it. You know what I mean? There's so much more money in that. So I doubt it was all just like freedom of speech and save the world. I'm pretty sure he realized that when he bought X, he bought a massive amount of data at once.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was confused by it. Like, what is, I don't know, what the fuck? What is he stealing that they don't already have? To me, that's like, I mean, what didn't it start with, like, the Patriotic Act?
Patriot Act.
The Patriot Act.
Patriot Act is like when they started really fucking
After 9/11.
digging into people's fucking privacy. That's pretty much when we lost our privacy, right?
That's when we went down a black hole. That was the legislation that kind of just,
Yeah.
it was like,
I mean, but like, think about it, dog. To keep it real, nobody gives a fuck about their privacy until people start talking about it. Like, you sign over your privacy in the TOA and fucking Facebook and Instagram.
Well, I remember there was a time when we were at school and like even the teachers were like fucking putting post-it notes on their cameras from their laptops.
Yeah, because they were smart.
telling everybody to fucking block your cameras and shit. And I was like, damn.
Nowadays, you got senators beating off in Zoom meetings and shit. Nah, for real, dog. Yeah.
No, yeah, dude, the fucking 2020 was wild.
Hell
People were
yeah,
fucking
dog.
forgetting that they were in Zoom meetings, forgetting their cameras were on.
Fool,
and all
imagine when
types
you're a
of shit.
grandpa, dog, like circa 2025. Let me tell you what it was like, fool. There were aliens. People were jerking off on accident on live, getting caught, fool. Cars were exploding in front of the Trump Tower, dog.
Fuck, dog. But shit, man, we got some news here, dog, that I seen, and I actually wanted to talk about this too, because I didn't know how true it was. But for those of you that are listening, Grupo Los Alegres del Barranco, they are notoriously known for singing some of the dopest fucking corridos there are in the Mexican world. To me, they're one of the best groups out there when it comes to storytelling. The corridos that they write, for the people that they write for, you know, they're fucking notorious cartel members. So apparently they got caught glorifying the cartels putting pictures of the leaders, and the U.S. canceled their visa because they're coming on tour. Was this start this month?
This month.
I think the U.S. tour started for them, right?
In the middle of the month, yeah.
Yeah. So their visas got canceled, but I also seen your cousin, Junior Salazar. Shout out Junior Salazar, man. We've had him on the pod before. He's doing the tour with them, right?
Yeah, he's on tour.
He's on tour with them, and he posted that that information was fake. So I'm confused.
I'm the same. Like I saw that they were in Jalisco, in Guadalajara, doing the show, and they obviously made a homage to who they made a homage to, right? And all this information came out, and us being tapped in, I kind of jump on the horn. I'm like, hey, bro, like, what's up? Is the tour canceled? He's like, nah, this just, it's just rumors and a bunch of nonsense. And he just posted yesterday. So he just posted yesterday that, this is all a falsehood, whatever it may be. So I'm kind of conflicted, right? Because somebody, obviously this is coming from media here, but the media in Mexico is also saying that no, that they haven't had their visas canceled. So
I was gonna say I kind of believe that something's going on for sure, because I mean I seen like videos of them like stuff. Those fools are crazy, dog. Those fools are crazy.
So if you look at it, Deputy Secretary Christopher Landu, I'm a firm believer in freedom of expression, but that doesn't mean that expression should be free of consequences. And Mexican band Los Angeles del Barranco portrayed images of glorifying drug kingpin El Mencho, head of the grotesquely violent CNG cartel. The leader also of the actual group came out and said, he was kind of laughing like, screw them. They're probably still touring in Mexico, but they're not going to tour in America. And that's already pretty much confirmed. They pulled their visas to come to America.
It's like the American portion of the tour is done, but their tour is still going.
Yeah, their tour is still going, but in America, it's done.
Damn.
Wow,
that's kind of crazy.
That is very crazy. I mean, I guess I understand why. Obviously, this administration right now is pushing heavy for trying to take out the cartels and stuff, but I don't know if it's the same reaction you get in Mexico when you sing these songs to the people that are going to listen to it. It's not the same as when you come here. Like, we enjoy the stories, we enjoy the music, but it's a lot different. The rowdiness that you get there because you're singing to his people is not the same here, No. I don't know. I might be wrong. Obviously, there's people out here who might be with the shits, and there's definitely a lot of people who pretend to be with the shits, a lot of the fake narquillos and shit, Yeah, that bucket of Pacificos and their fucking big old ostiones and shit. Damn. But I don't know. What do you think? I don't know how I feel about it. That's my take.
I think it's just to win the narrative, right? I think a lot of these things are to win the narrative and in public opinion, in the court of public opinion, right? So I think like this administration is Trompas is really good at doing that. He's been good at that, grabbing headlines his entire career. So it's important. Perception is reality.
Yep.
So if you can, continue to push a particular agenda, or even this particular narrative, right, of being hard on crime, being hard on Mexico, and kind of demonizing it and using that as leverage, right? Like, he knows how to play the media, and he knows what the media is going to pick up, and the media is going to do it to themselves, right? They're going to gravitate to any of these negative stories, right? Because obviously, dismay and despair and violence sell a lot more than, actually doing good in this country.
Yeah, literally.
So, I think it's a little bit of both, but the mainstream media is going to pick this up and they're going to blow it out of proportion.
It's just political marketing pretty much, man. I mean, at the end of the day, though, I mean, at least it's consistency. Because if you think about it, I mean, he's been, whether it's the tariffs and how it's higher on Mexico and Canada than anyone else. So that's all for the border. You go back to even the podcast we were talking about with them trying to label it like terrorist corridos and shit. You know what I mean? It's pretty consistent. It's kind of expected.
Facts. No, and I think it's something that I think we're going to start to see probably more often because, bro, they just had that whole pedo with Gerardo Ortiz.
Yeah.
He basically be cooperating with the feds to get Angel del Villar fucking shut the fuck down. And I believe the case is for, money laundering?
Yeah, money laundering.
So, you know, in Gerardo, and I think, I might be mistaken, but I think Angel del Villar's own brother was also one of the main, like, witnesses to put him away or whatever. But, dog, you're going to see it probably more often if this administration is really trying to, you know, get a grip of this shit and fucking shut it down, bro.
Fun fact. Did you guys know that the former chief of police of Tijuana, he banned los Tucanes de Tijuana to play there for years?
Damn.
Yeah, no, I've seen
I didn't know
it. Yeah,
that
I've
one.
seen a documentary of them talking about it, how they couldn't even go back to Tijuana.
So, I mean,
Wow.
it's not the first time. So, America does it. Tijuana also did it. He did it because he says they're glorifying that life. You think those guys are glorifying the life?
Who, the artist?
Yes.
Of course. I mean,
I guess it's like the direct comparison that the conversation we're having when we're coming up here, comparing corridos to gangster rap.
yeah.
Only difference is one's in Spanish and one's in English.
Yeah,
Right.
The consumers is different. The way they react to it is different. That's it. But you know, it's similar things that they're preaching.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
at the end of the day, when you do something for somebody that's music, it's like "La haces un himno."
Yeah.
Like that's their anthem, bro. You know. So when you're singing about this, you're really glorifying it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and the people eat it up, bro.
And like I said, I think this administration is going to continue to reach, to make headlines, is going to continue to reach to kind of, you know, have this narrative, this negative narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you control the headlines and you can control people, you know, consuming, you know, situations and at least trying to consume it, right? If you can control those narratives, then it's a lot easier to suppress it. You make it less cool. You give people something to think about, you know, because you're putting the consequences up, you know, it's front and center.
Yeah, you redirect the focus.
You're redirecting that focus. So, like I said, I really think you're going to see more of it, right? And it's just kind of winning the headlines, and you know, the devil's in the details. I'm like, there's a lot that's not being said, and there's a lot, you know, that the government knows, and vice versa. So like, we only know it's the tip of the iceberg, because what you see on social or what you see in these news outlets is there's probably the rest of that iceberg below, because it's so much more information that we're not privy to.
Yeah.
But you know, would it be fair to say, like, to y'all, because I personally feel like there is a difference though. Like the whole gangbanging culture and the whole cartel culture are kind of like very different.
Oh yeah, no,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? And like glorifying gang shit is almost simpler to do. Like I feel like there's more consequence. There's more like history behind glorifying cartel shit, right? And like we're all kind of
100%.
guilty of it. But like to your point earlier, where you're like trying to explain it to some people over here, like how it doesn't hit the same and it doesn't have the same impact. It definitely doesn't. But also you can't really expect somebody from over here that has no idea about the cultural side of anything and like how deep people really take this to get it. Because they're the same people that we're looking at. They're going to be like, all the video games are making kids shoot up schools, and then the raps causing people to want to gangbang and this and that. It's like, bro, those people we're never going to see beyond like what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, 1,000%.
But you also have iconic groups like Los Tigres del Norte, right? And corridos were really a way for us to tell our stories through music.
Yeah.
And they're one of the most respected groups, right? Being able to perform in San Quentin, Folsom. They have a documentary.
I think Folsom, no?
Where they performed in Folsom. And they've always been a focal point of like the people, right? Telling the stories of the people. And like the chat was just mentioning, is a lot of these situations is we're just singing about the things that are happening around us, that are happening in our community, in our cities, to our people, right? And it's somehow, some way, somebody grabbed it, and it's morphed into something now that it's just out of control. Like nobody can put the genie back in the bottle.
Yeah. That's why I say you got to take control of your narrative, man. Once somebody does it, it can take on its whole life, bro. And now you got to fight that and tell your story. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, though. It's super hard because I don't say it as, like, if I were to listen to the corridos, or I do listen to corridos, and if you listen to corridos, like, I would never see you guys as, like, trying to glorify the whatever it is that they're preaching in the song, you know? It's like, we're just listening to corridos. I don't know.
When it comes to entertainment, is personal responsibility, being able to separate the fantasy from reality, right? Because if you believe all the stuff that you're hearing, and a lot of it that you're hearing in music, it's like, man, like, I want to, I want to implore you, right, that it's like a lot of that perception isn't reality.
Yeah, but that's not juicy, dog. That doesn't make headlines, fool. It's much easier to be like, oh, no, this person did this because of this song and these people and this is having this impact. Well, no, the easiest answer is always like, what's your personal responsibility? Well, it doesn't matter if it's like school shooting. Like, why do they have access to this, bro? It doesn't matter if it's some kid just, you know, gangbanging or in the middle of it. Like, why did you allow it, bro? Because there were signs the whole way. One song didn't do it. One group doesn't do it. You know what I mean? It's a whole mix of shit, but it's a lot easier to make headlines by blaming this group and causing a whole buzz.
It's music of the struggle.
Yep.
Because, you know, you have the have and the, especially in Mexico, you have the have and the have-nots.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like the only economic way that some of us really seem to, you know, get ahead of is doing the things that they've done.
I kind of want to touch on that, the comment that you just had up on the screen, OG. The real question and issue is stopping America from being the world's biggest junkie, not some damn songs.
Yep.
Okay, so there's some truth
That's
behind that, but I
interesting.
also do think that music has a lot to do with it. So we're talking about, let's say like the 90s hip hop, right? 90s hip hop, the agenda was like to push the gangster shit. They were talking about doing gang related shit, gang banging shit. They were talking about selling drugs. Bro, it's one of the 80s and 90s had so much dope dealers, bro.
Yep.
And then now you're talking about hip hop, you transition to the 2010s to when I was like in middle school, high school, where they're rapping about popping pills, Xanax, doing Percocets, doing lean, doing now they're rapping about consuming the drugs.
Yep.
And dog, you start seeing your homies fall to these drugs like left and right. Now all the homies, now people want to do these drugs that they're rapping about because it's what their favorite artists are doing.
Yeah.
So to say, you know, that the songs might not have an impact, they do. They especially at least in hip hop culture, bro.
Yeah.
You know, some people just they gravitate towards it so much that they fucking end up doing shit.
Well, that's the whole part of it, bro. Like people, the movies, the music, all this stuff, it's somebody else taking your culture. It goes back to like that Bone Thugs meeting, right? It's somebody saying, let's create a culture, like a microcosm here, and we'll tell them what their story is.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking Dookie chain alone had a whole thing like, you were a doughboy, fool. Like, I know you're serving now. There's certain things that somebody tells you this is when you're cool and this is what you have going, but nobody tells you the fucked up side of the story, so you don't know.
Yeah.
That's why if you're actually part of a culture, you can sing the song and know like, nah, bro, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
But some people don't, fool.
And if we're and we always put our tinfoil hat on here,
That's right. That's right. I never take it off.
Right, never take it out. You're wearing it as we speak, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This has always been an agenda and a narrative by those powers that be.
Yeah.
Whether the three letters, right? CIA, you know,
Alphabet
NSA,
boys.
them alphabet boys have always used it, and it's well documented that they used music to influence and infiltrate and shape minds, right?
Yeah.
It's you know, what they're doing is not going to cause an immediate reaction, but if they keep feeding you this poison one way or another, eventually they're going to get the result that they're looking for.
Well, I hate to say it, bro, but to be honest, Hitler said it best. He said, if I'm going to control a nation, just give me the children's mind, right? And it's like, if you want to take somebody's rights, you don't take the whole gun, you take piece by piece, right? That way, it's almost like having a frog in water, and you're slowly cooking it up until it doesn't really realize it's fucking hot now.
Facts.
Right? So it's the same thing, bro. They just tell you little by little. They tell you a story. They tell you a narrative. And the whole point is you should be taking your narrative back. That's why it's cool seeing a lot of these like indie films come out, right? Like the one that just came out, what was it, an oat milk?
Oh yeah, we'll talk
Horchata
about
with
that in a
oat milk.
bit.
Right. Like it's dope because now you're seeing people themselves tell the story, tell the narrative, right? Which is way better than some studio or some record label telling you what to say and do.
Yep, we got another comment right here. Why don't they rap about rent being so high and eggs?
Somebody gotta do it.
That's a
dog.
real struggle right
I'm
now,
not
my
mad at
boy.
that, yeah.
And it's going to get even more expensive, bro.
Yeah, it's only gonna be more expensive before it gets lower.
Yeah.
The tariffs.
Yeah.
The fucking tariffs, dog.
Wherever we're getting our eggs from, we gotta not do that, dog. I'm already spending like $12 for 18 eggs for 'em. Chill, dog.
For
real, bro.
fucking what's it called? What did you bring up? Horchata with oat milk.
Yeah.
Damn. So the OG got to watch that one, man.
Hey,
Bro, that shit was dope, homie. I swear to you, that movie from the jump when it barely starts, you're like, okay, this is high quality. It's not cheap at all, bro.
Yeah.
And it's got you laughing from the beginning to the very end, man. Congratulations to everybody who was part of that film. Chicano Hollywood, Duno was a starring in it. Concrete, Jerry, bro, everybody was in there. Everybody was shining. Everybody got the acting part done right. It was something that hopefully it's gonna be out on release. You can pre-order it. I'm gonna try to get the link, so I'll post it. But that thing should go nationwide, bro, and it should do great. That film right there, I looked at it. I said that's gonna open up some doors, like major. It's that good, bro. No BS, bro.
Fuck yeah.
No BS. That shit was.
I love to hear that.
That shit was money.
Shit
Frankie missed out on that one.
Yeah, no, I had an adult, bro. Unfortunately, I had two adult, but like we talked about it on the last pod, like now we're telling our own stories.
Yeah.
That's the most important. The most important aspect of that is us having the narrative, controlling the narrative, and telling our own stories through our eyes.
Yes.
Because eventually, like, you're going to start seeing more and more people tell the stories for us. And obviously leave a lot of the details out, leave basically the soul of the people that you're covering. Guess who's here, Chris? Just here. Like half an hour late.
You answered your own question right away.
That was crazy. I literally thought my brain was like, did he just call Gil Chris?
He's like, guess who's here, Chris?
I just seen like a T float by.
I was like, well, no, but man, I'm excited to watch that movie. I mean, dog, Duno's hilarious. Concrete is hilarious.
Yeah.
I remember I went to a Legado 7 video shoot. Shout out to homie Sick. He had invited me, and they had Concrete there for a skit. Dog,
Fuck
fool,
yeah.
I was just cracking up in the background, like just
funny.
this was just funny, dog, like just naturally funny. Like even when they had no camera on him, you know, like he's just talking to us and shit. Like he's just comedy, bro.
You're like,
That
why are you
fool-
laughing? I'm not performing, way. You're just funny, way.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching that, especially, you know, I'm excited because I'm sure it's gonna be funny with them. But then the story in general, you know, like the deeper meaning behind the movie.
And that's the thing. It had comedy. It had a message. It never seemed like like somebody was trying to lecture you. It wasn't too hood. It was just, dude. It literally reminded me of a Latino type Friday, but legit with the music, with the soundtrack. It was all artists that we know right now. And,
Hell yeah.
and I mean, just from the beginning, bro. From the beginning, it captivates you all the way to the end. It was banging. We'll
That's
definitely
what's up.
recommend that one.
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
You know when it's coming out? Is there...
I'll find out right now. I'm
Okay.
gonna look at a date, and I'll try to have
Shit.
Chris over here running late, man.
Damn.
Half off on engineering today. Half off.
What engineering today?
It's on the house today, bro.
Mr.
What's
Chris
up,
in the
Chris?
building.
Damn, fool with the
What's
fresh
cracking,
jumpsuit
Chris?
on too, dog.
Damn, looking
Not
fly,
a-
Chris, bro.
Not a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
wrinkle in it, fool.
Hey, everybody for Chris.
You gonna jump in here, OG?
No, go keep going.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, fucking. So that's the only one that's dropped right now from when we talked about last week, right?
Yeah.
The what's the
Die
what
Like
was
a
the
Man.
one? Die Like a Man.
Die Like a Man drops. I believe they start showcasing it April 17th.
Bro, you know what I seen? Fucking shout out to Conejo, man. I seen that movie. What is it called? A Working Man.
Working Man. I haven't seen it.
Number one in the country, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shout out
Dumbest movie
Conejo,
title.
bro.
Yeah, shout out Conejo.
Shout out Conejo, but I'm sorry, that's the dumbest title of a movie, fool.
The Working
A
Man.
Working Man.
Bro, and what's his name's badass, dog, as an actor? What's the...
Jason Stratham.
Yeah,
Some shit like
whatever,
that.
bro.
Statham?
Even though he's the same
What
cat,
is
he
it?
does it right.
Statham?
Yeah.
Statham.
But come on, bro. It's like you didn't even try, fool. We got ChatGPT now. You could have done better, fool. Have you seen
saw
the?
it?
Nah, bro. I just seen the trailers nonstop, and even the trailers dumb. I'm gonna watch it. I know it's good because old boy's in it. But I'm just like, bro,
You
like,
could have done better.
he's a working man. Like, all right, dog.
What does he do?
What was the other one? The bee catcher, fool. Like, come on,
Which
bro.
one was that one? The Bee Catcher.
It was another badass one. I think it had like
about
was
CIA
it
or
Denzel
some
or
shit.
somebody
Yeah.
in it, right?
It's just tight. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Denzel.
Dumbass title.
My favorite actor, fool.
Denzel
up.
was in
Yeah.
a movie called The Bee Catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Denzel's
like
tight, bro.
beekeeper,
Wait.
bee catcher, beekeeper.
When did that come out?
something full?
Like a year or two ago.
Oh, it's a new. Okay.
Didn't even matter, bro, because the name just flew over.
That's your favorite actor, you said?
Yeah, one of my favorite actors.
What's your favorite? Oh, what's your favorite Denzel movie?
It's Training Day.
Training Day.
Training Day.
Fool, that was a terrible answer,
come
dog.
on,
All of
bro.
them. All of them.
Training Day. You have to have that one.
Damn, dog. I don't know. That was a terrible answer.
No, I'm just,
Training
clowning.
Day.
I'm just saying that he's good at every fucking movie
He
he does.
is. He
bro.
absolutely is.
Like it doesn't even matter if he's like main, dog.
His
He's just
range is crazy.
crazy.
You know
bro.
what's an underrated Denzel movie? Have you seen John Q?
Oh yeah, that one's tight.
That movie. Have
Which
you seen
one
John
is
Q?
that?
where he's got to save like his son's life in the hospital.
Oh, that one fucked me up. That's an old ass
that was-
movie.
that shit.
He holds the hospital like at
Like, fucking
gunpoint and
hostage
shit.
pretty
Yeah.
much until somebody
Oh,
fucking helps his son.
that one fucked me up.
That movie, dog.
Hey, you know what's another one that fucked me up?
Cinema.
Not Denzel, but Will Smith. Where same one, he's selling like hospital Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, bro, that movie's sad, dog.
When he's like holding the door in the fucking bathroom with his foot. I was like 12 crying for my son.
Your unborn son.
Yeah, I'm holding my Snuggie and shit. Like, I got you, fool.
But for me, Denzel, one of the sleeper movies, man, has to be Man on Fire.
Bro,
That's a good one.
That's
That's a good
classic.
one.
that might be my favorite one.
That's a good one.
That
When
was tight.
Dog, when I used to still get faded, I used to go home every day, turn all the lights in the room off, get all emo and dark and shit full. I had this little dog Buster. He sat with me, dog. I'd sit on the lazy boy and just get faded and watch that. The camera work on that fucking movie is crazy, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That
He
movie.
also has. Am I tripping? Or is he the one for Deja Vu? Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him, right? That movie.
That's another throwback,
That's
too.
a good ass movie.
Yeah.
Those are like movies I seen growing up as a kid that I like. Now it's like I gotta rewatch them.
That's the one with the girl, right? Where he keeps,
Yeah.
yeah. That one's a trip one. He keeps like coming back or saying some shit like that.
Yeah,
forgot what it
that's a
was.
good one, bro. But damn, fuck yeah, Denzel is the goat of our generation.
You know what's
Whoa.
another badass one though that goes to his range? What's the one? It starts with an E. The Book of Eli.
Oh,
yeah,
where he's
that was
blind,
good. That was
right?
hard.
Where he's
Yeah,
blind.
yeah.
And you don't even know he's blind till
yeah.
the end.
You just
fool.
ruined the
Just
movie for
fucking
everybody.
spoiled it. My bad.
Well,
Just ruined it for
Well, if
everybody.
you haven't seen the book,
yeah, I was
if you
about to
haven't seen that
say,
shit by
dog,
now,
get him the
dog,
fuck
come
outta
on,
here.
yeah.
First of all, if you watch any Denzel movie years later, bro, I don't care about spoiling it for you, dog.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Fool. That's a badass movie though.
All right, we got a super chat right here from Pedro Olagues, $4.99. I got 10K back in taxes, lobster dinner in a couple weeks. Let's go.
That's right.
Let's do it.
Hit the casino,
Let's
fool.
do it.
Being a dog.
Hey, get you a good tax preparer. Like straight up. Like that is super, super important, man. Because there's the tax code is so complex. Like shout out to my tax preparer, bro, because hey man, this dude did magic. And there's so many complexities on that, right? Like, yo, if you're doing your taxes, don't, right? Go to a professional, right? Go do that. Cause yeah,
Or you end up in jail and shit.
you'll end up in jail.
Yeah, you just you got 10K back, fool. That's already
Damn.
suspect.
Damn, the IRS is
You
watching.
better go get that lobster dinner today, fool.
Working Man is a good movie. Tu Conejo wrecked it off top. Yeah, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that. I'm a big
what
movie guy,
platforms?
dog. It's in theater.
It's in theater.
Yeah,
right
just
now?
because it
Damn.
just dropped this past weekend, right? This
Oh,
past
shit.
weekend it just dropped.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
be
I'm
streaming.
pretty sure it
things, fool.
just dropped. Nah, yeah, that shit's in theater.
You just buy the DVD?
I buy all my movies off a show don't stream.
Huh?
Passed up Snow White.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man, fuck that Snow White movie.
Damn, fool. Why
Damn,
the fuck
weak.
Snow White, fool?
What?
Fool, cause the actress, she's weird, dog.
Why is she weird?
She's just too political and woke, fool. Like keep that shit away from entertainment, especially when you're doing a Disney movie.
Yeah.
What did she not
That's
call
some
them
bullshit.
dwarfs and shit?
What, little people or what?
the
Is she
12
politically
little
correct
people.
or what happened? Hey, school me because I heard about it, right? But didn't
I
pay
don't
too much
remember
attention.
exactly what she was saying, bro, but she was just like she was basically what you said about the dwarves and the little people and shit like that. Like she wasn't fucking with none of that. Like she wanted like to be politically correct about everything with the movie.
She was saying that that Snow White, that the prince was a guy who was stalking her, that this isn't the 1930s anymore.
Sexual
Pretty much
harassment.
pushing that I'm the woman, I'm this, I'm powerful, I don't need a man. This and it's like, wait a minute, this is Snow White. That's the whole point of this movie. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And that's why she threw off half of her audience, and then people just were turned off by it, and they were not. I think they had like a opening of 45 million, and the film cost 255 to make.
Damn.
The Snow
Fool,
White brand.
If you go on IDBM, the website
Yeah.
for the movies, it has like 1.7 stars
Bro,
out of 5.
because the Snow White brand, the Disney brand, is way bigger than whoever this individual is, right? Like it's like how it's unfortunate that you thought you would be able to rebrand it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, why is your publicist not telling
That's
you, like, don't
crazy.
even take it? Don't even take that
Yeah,
role because
definitely.
you know what you're getting yourself
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
You've seen it's been around since like the 30s or some shit like that. Like, you know the premise of the story, so why are you taking it?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, dog, like the movie's for kids. I don't think kids are gonna sit there and break it down and analyze it and be like, okay, like have the same perspective he's having on the film, you know?
No, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah, and I'm sure it ruined a lot of people's childhood. Like, what was it? What was the last one that did it? Lion King?
Lion King.
They did like a real life movie.
That was fucked up
Mufasa.
too.
Yeah,
the
like
Mufasa movie?
they did a real instead of animated, they did like a real
CGI
one.
one.
Yeah, but that one was dope. See, like they just kept
I
it
don't know,
original. They
fool.
kept it cool.
I got to fix.
Hmm.
Write new shit. That's it.
Why'd you do that? Why would you be original, fool?
Right?
Hey, sit down, dog. Get this guy the fuck up out the writing room, fool. No ideas? He wants us to work?
I'm just.
Fool, we make music back from like the 50s and make it popular now. Come on, dog.
It's true.
We recycle now, fool. Save the earth. Fuck up out of here with fresh ideas.
How dare you?
No, but that's my point about like the dumbass movie titles, right? So like another thing that I have, if we just complaining, you know what really grinds my gears? Nah, but to be real, you know what's my first complaint that I had a cool minute ago, dog, is movie posters. Back in the day, movie posters used to be badass. You would save them. They were like art pieces themselves. Like, go look at the Star Wars one. It'll be like the silhouette of Darth Vader and then all the characters broken down into it. Nowadays, it's dead ass just like some dude and a girl and the working man. It's like, bro, come on, dog. Nobody takes his socks. Like, what are we doing, G? That's what happens when they start thinking new ideas.
The posters, yeah, I feel you on that. For sure. Like when you walk by a movie theater,
Yeah.
none of them really look
What's the last one you
intriguing.
remember, fool?
like a good movie poster.
Yeah. Probably
Matrix.
Batman.
I
fool.
remember
Matrix.
Matrix.
Damn, that's crazy. Fool.
that was pretty tight.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
visuals were dope
yeah.
for the Matrix.
Matrix.
That was a
good
cool
movie,
minute
dog.
ago, though, fool. Yeah, hey, I think
a
they're
cool
coming out with the
minute
new one. Yeah, fool.
Damn, I don't even remember that. That was fucking.
Fool just reached into
I
the
don't even
book
know
of
if I
old
was born,
shit,
dog.
dog.
Which was what? That was the sequel or the prequel to
Terminator. Yeah, fool. That's
What was?
Matrix? Yeah,
They're
To the
connected.
Terminator.
yeah, fool.
What the fuck?
So the woman that wrote both,
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same woman that wrote both
yeah,
stories.
Yeah, yeah.
and
But that's like a theory, right?
Nah,
she said it.
Yeah.
She wrote both of them.
Oh, okay. It's a theory, right?
nah, fool. Chris, you were late
Yeah.
today,
Damn,
dog.
Chris. Why you like that?
I'm like, that's
I
gotta
had
be
to
a
believe in
theory.
it, bro.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Chris.
She sued because she said that it was their movie, but she didn't win.
That's so much more boring.
I'm like,
fool.
dog, no, that has to be a theory.
Yep,
Scarface
sorry.
movie poster, that one's fire.
Yeah.
That one is super
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I think all the gangster, like old school gangster movies and like mafia movies, they're
They're all black and white,
fucking, but their
yeah.
posters are dope.
No, they
bro.
are. They're classics. But that's
Yeah.
my point, dog. Like
For the
nowadays,
Godfather, are you kidding me?
yeah, fool, that's in like
That's a
every
classic
crib,
fucking
yeah.
movie poster.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
barbershop has it, folks.
Hey, controversial
That one in
point though, dog.
Goodfellas.
Yeah,
Controversial
for real.
point. Scarface was not the guy Sosa was. Right.
What?
Full think. I mean, bro, everything Scarface did amounted to underneath Sosa from the beginning, pretty much when he got put on to the end when old boy sent fucking the guy that never spoke but just blasted Scarface. So all that shit that built up and made Scarface low key happened under Sosa, anyways. It wouldn't have happened without Sosa.
Yeah.
As I
Fuck,
said,
I don't
controversial
know,
point, dog.
dog.
Like if you're gonna be one of the two guys, who are you gonna be?
Sosa.
I'm gonna be Sosa, fool.
I'm Scarface.
Shit, I won't make that call, G. No, it was a cool. I mean, it was a cool ending, bro. But like, if you think about it, old boy literally just creeps to the balcony, walks up behind him, just pop. And Scarface is peak Scarface, dog. That's like if you're watching Training Day and Wild Denzel's like King Kong ain't got. Old boy just popped him like in the middle of the speech.
You're like, damn.
Like, fuck, fool, you were peaking, dog. Like, you smoked everyone. You're the last man standing. Like, if you walked away, and to me, I would have thought it was him if he pulled some John Wick shit, dog. Like, John Wick was more Scarface than Scarface, dog. You killed this fool's dog, and,
Well,
he came and got
Dog,
everybody,
but,
fool.
But John Wick is like way more fictional than Scarface, bro.
Yeah, fool.
Like
but-
you're talking about a Cuban dude who just out the mud becomes a fucking drug kingpin, dog, and he goes out like a G.
Yeah, but he low key bit off too much, dog. He got too big for himself.
But that's what that's
the whole
what
story.
happens in that life,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Story
That
as old as
Not
time.
for
Yeah,
Sosa.
dog.
Not for Sosa.
Everybody, bro.
Fool,
Sosa
Sosa
kept
was
it
a
P.
rat, fool. That's fine.
Ah, damn, fool. Chill, fool.
Damn, bro.
I said controversial for a reason, dog.
Controversial for sure.
Nah, yeah, that's very controversial. Someone said, "What about It?" The red balloons are infamously known because of that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking
It's a great movie, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I never
Why-
felt that way when I seen red balloons.
For if you just walk out into the hallway and you see one red balloon at the end of the hallway, you're not gonna think of it. You're not
Well,
gonna think
yeah,
of
if I see
Pennywise.
one just floating in the middle, I'm leaving, dog. I'm not walking
That's
through the
what I'm
hallway,
saying,
dog.
dog.
I'm
When
like,
you see a
yeah.
red balloon, that's the
Yeah.
first thing I think of.
Chales.
Yeah,
I think of
fool.
that movie.
Like, hell no.
That's some bruja shit.
Have
fool.
you seen? Obviously, you guys seen the original one, right?
What?
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which one do you guys like more?
The
'Cause
original.
the original.
The original.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Why?
It's. I think it's. I don't know. Maybe just because it's nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the music, the acting, really like I don't know what it is about those like 70s and 80s films, right? Even early 90s. It's something believable.
Yep.
Of like when you're watching this, you're just like, yo, I'm watching a fucking documentary of some like exorcist shit.
Yeah.
Like this is crazy, bro. Like nobody knows about this.
Yeah.
It's like when the Blair Witch came out,
Yeah.
right? Like it was a kid.
Damn,
Full, I was a
fool.
kid. Full. Everybody
Damn.
thought like I was like, oh shit, this shit's real. They got this on TV, bro.
Forever
What the
too,
fuck?
dog.
That's crazy, dog.
Forever, you thought that shit was
So
real.
Yeah.
that was what was gonna be my take on it, because I think the newer one, obviously, like dog, the graphics,
Yeah.
is dope, bro. I think the acting's better in the new one, but the old one, what I think is scarier for me, besides the nostalgic part, is like it feels real. He
It was probably real.
the way
it
he like
happened,
the
fool.
clown, the way the clown look, as opposed to like in the new one, like it looks
Yeah.
super fake, you know.
He
So I
looked
think
kind of
that's why it's
dumb when he
creepier.
first opens his mouth up, though.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you
no,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
And then when
His
they
eyes
fucking,
are all weird.
when
Yeah.
they hit his head and the light.
All right,
beams
you
out
want to
and
know
shit.
what the biggest shame in like horror fucking franchises was, dog? This was the dumbest movie, fool. Like I almost wanted to throw it all away. Michael Myers. Full.
What?
He's a fool.
Full.
What the fuck?
Full.
Dog, that's my favorite fucking.
Okay,
villain.
okay, I
That's
got
my
you. So
favorite
I
fucking-
got you. So you thought that scene was cool when him and the young kid go into the sewer and they kill that one dude, and Mike Myers is like leaning over. Oh boy, it wasn't a little like, hey, hey,
dog.
Hey, dog.
hey, fool, are we changing the Myers story,
The one
dog?
scene, dog, is not gonna ruin the whole series.
Fool, why is he old and why does it matter? He's fallen off of every building in LA, dog.
It's true.
Like none of this, and then this is the guy that's gonna take it over. He looks like the kid that played fucking. It's like the full, you know, Star Wars. Who's the guy from that did God damn, I can't think of it. The Star Wars game. You know what I'm talking about? He's got like the orange hair. He also did the show. Fuck.
I don't know. I don't follow Starbucks, dog.
Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger, dog.
Freddy Krueger or Leprechaun?
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy
Freddy
Krueger.
Krueger, dog.
Freddy Krueger, but Leprechaun's cool, dog.
funny,
Actually,
bro.
Freddy's
Leprechaun
cool
in the
too.
hood.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. That shit was tight.
No, but Freddy Krueger's a G too, dog. You look, he had a sense of humor and everything.
Fool, Freddy Krueger was, to me, is the fucking scariest shit. Oh, he's in your fucking dreams.
You know who he can't fuck with? Is a tweaker, fool. That's
They
who
don't
you
sleep.
saying.
That's true.
That's who you
They don't
saying, dog.
sleep.
Yeah, straight up.
We got Notorious in the building, man. He
Mark
said
Anthony.
the last scary movie that had me shitting on myself was the first Paranormal Activity. For real?
What the fuck?
That was a good movie.
That was a
but
good one.
I don't
That was a
know.
good movie.
All the other ones sucked.
Yeah,
after
it was
that.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was good. If you saw it in theater, I could see why, for sure. It's
Damn.
fucking louder. It's just everything's better in the
Fuck.
fucking theater,
Do
bro.
you know which one's like the last good one? Hereditary. Y'all seen
Oh,
Hereditary?
dog.
That's a banger,
Yo,
dog.
have you seen that one?
Nah.
That's a banger, fool. Again,
Have you seen that,
dumbass
Chris?
movie poster.
No, that movie. You know why I want why I say that movie is also like one of the scariest ones I've seen. It's not even because of like jump scares or certain scenes. How fucking real it felt.
It's creepy real,
And
dog.
the fact that it's like some cult shit, some cult satanic shit, just makes it worse, bro. And it's super believable.
Yep.
It's like super fucking believable. You're watching it and you're just like, damn. I
And
feel
you
like-
don't even care. Like the turns keep happening to you, bro.
Yeah.
Like that at the very end, the bullshit that goes down, like everything is just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? The story keeps building.
That's the thing about the ending. I walked away from the movie and then like I couldn't stop thinking about the ending. I was
Right.
like, that shit must happen somewhere.
I swear
Like
to
that
God.
shit really goes down somewhere, bro.
I swear to God. Holy shit.
All right, we got a super chat in the building, man. Miguel Moreno, shout out Miguel Moreno. Get into the new Pyramid Discovery, pinche Mark Anthony.
Is that Alabama Mexican? Is that his name?
Nah, it's Miguel.
Nah, that's
there's
Miguel
no
Moreno.
way,
Now,
fool.
Alabama Mexican's name is probably like, I don't know.
Jethro.
What?
Nah,
some
bro.
shit
It's
like
something
that.
stupid like Bob.
Robert?
Bo. It's like Bo.
Bo?
Yeah. Bo Brown. Hey, what's up, man?
Boldowski.
Yeah.
Boldowski.
Nah, fool. Hey, you know what's crazy though? I can't wait for that fool to call in, dog. We're gonna have an Alabama off.
There's a lot of love for Hereditary in the comments.
Yeah, Hereditary.
And we'll tap into that right now. I'm sure you weren't here when we talked about it, so I'm sure you got something to say about that.
Yeah. Oh, Hereditary. Or you want to talk about the other one?
Oh, the
right
pyramid.
The pyramid.
The pyramid.
have y'all seen it?
Super
Okay,
chat.
so what did y'all talk about on it?
So we talked about the big old pillars that they
Yeah.
supposedly saw with the X-ray. I, for one, think is bullshit. There's no X-rays that saw that shit or whatever the fuck. Because I mean, all of a sudden now, you know.
Well, I mean, we have like ground penetrating radars. We've had forever, dog.
That's what I'm saying. We've had it forever. So like now it's like, why are they just throwing it out there?
They probably
But it's tying into all the fucking recent alien shit that they've been throwing at us too. So
Yeah.
it makes sense, bro.
What do you think? First of all, two-part question. What do you
Okay.
think that foundation is, and what do you think the purpose of the actual pyramids were for?
That's a trivia one. All right, so the pyramid one, bro, that's too hard to understand, right? But they used to be built out of, what was it, like limestone, which was like they like can what is it, like retain energy and then store it, right? There's a lot of people that feel like it was just a big battery, dog, which I can see. I forgot what there's two chambers that go down into like the king's chamber and then the queen's, right? There's two, and when they looked at like the soot of it, I forgot what they had, but the two mixtures of the liquids that were at one point in there, they theorized that they could have been conducting energy, right? And then at the peak was a gold cap, which we all know is like the best conductor of energy, and then shooting it around fucking their obelisks and things like that. But if you look at like Tesla coils and these Tesla towers and all this shit, it kind of goes by off the same principle. The trippy part, what I think about these chambers, so back in the day, I used to be deep into like Egypt, right? But you used to call it Chem, right? Because Egypt is what like Napoleon came by and renamed everything. So you have a god in the Egyptian pantheon. His name was Thoth, right? Which is where you get like thought from. But he was originally called Tehuti. So he has these 14 emerald tablets. I think 12 of them are open to the public. A few of them are not. In the emerald tablets, Tehuti says that underneath the left sphinx, the paw of the left sphinx, is a chamber that goes underground into an underground city called the Hall of Amenti, right? Which perfectly reflects, I forget which constellation of the star. Nobody thought it was real until like 5 years ago, right? So when I see this shit and you see that underneath the plateau, there's a foundation that has chambers and stairways within that foundation already. And then you see these 8 pillars that have spiral staircases, right? Like it kind of fits the story. So I'm a believer of it, right? The question that I have, was this always submerged underground, or was those 2 boxes at ground level at one point? You feel me? Because we know that Egypt used to be like a tropical area. It used to be like a rainforest, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually this huge climate change occurred, which nobody knows what it was, right? You know about Pangea. You know about all this shit. You have so many civilizations buried.
God just changed the settings. God just changed the settings.
Straight up. Yeah, he shifted the Etch-a-Sketch board real quick, dog. No, most temples are built on temples. Right. So I was actually on ChatGPT asking questions about this, right? Because what I want to know is how thick that foundation is, what the pillars are made of, and how deep it really goes. And would that be able to support the entire plateau? That's what I'd be interested on, because what are the 2 blocks on the bottom? Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's the tallest building. It's the same height as the tallest building in New York, I believe it was. I think the pillars are like over 2,000 square feet down or whatever, right? It's like down near a mile. And then you have these 2 blocks that are just sitting there, right? So no matter how you shake this, it's a crazy story. Whether they built all the way that deep into the earth, and then how the fuck did you do that? Built these 2 perfect square blocks that have no purpose, yet you have spiral staircases that go to them. And then you built like over 2,000 feet up to build these massive pillars, and then you build the most impossible fucking plateau that there is that perfectly reflects the solar system, or the Palladian star system, right, or the Ceres star system. And then like all the math is pretty much broken down to it. You have the golden spiral as part of it, dog. Like it's such a perfect building as it is, but on top of it you have this fucking block that far down. So my question is, was the plateau always at foundation or the ground level, or was the
Like brought
blocks?
up or something?
Yeah, because that would be a trip. And why do you have
I
that staircase?
yeah. I don't know why the fuck we just can't dig down there, bro.
Because it'd be fucking difficult. That would
just-
be so hard to do.
Why?
Because I mean, you can do it, right? Like Russia went super far down. They went so far down. Like the closer you get, the harder the earth obviously is, right? The deeper you
get
go,
to like bedrock.
and then eventually you start going through like heat and all that, right? So I don't know how far down 2,000 feet gets, like but I can imagine it's a bitch to do. It's a bitch to cut
There's
through all
gotta be,
that.
I don't know. We gotta be able to like dig at a fucking angle or something to get like right under the pyramid and just see what the fuck.
Well, you
is
got to
there.
keep in mind
I
too,
don't know,
all that
bro.
sand in the foundation. Like it's not easy building inside of it.
Sand is difficult as fuck to fucking.
That's what they always felt like. The pyramids were built as a diamond, right? So the theory used to be that you put one block down and that block sinks, right? And then you
okay.
start building it upside down so that it creates a plateau, and then off that plateau you build the pyramid. So a lot of times for a while people were thinking that the pyramids were actually just diamonds, eight-sided diamonds, right? Because the way you build in sand is actually really difficult,
Okay.
but you have to lay the layer down first.
Yeah.
It's kind of like compacting dirt first, right? But
Yeah.
it just keeps giving.
Damn, dog. This is so many fucking questions, bro.
But
that
that's the
we
tricky
have
part.
to this shit.
So no matter how you think about it, like Machu Picchu, the climb is like 1,700 square feet or whatever, right? So it's like almost the 2,000 that the pillars are. So people could do that climb, right? People have climbed way higher than what those pillars are. So could you imagine if you had to climb up or down that? And if you have to climb down it, why do you have a staircase that would have been covered in sand?
Yeah.
You would never
So
use it.
We got a super chat. I'm assuming it's the comment he left right after that. From Pedro, you guys got to remember that the top of the pyramids were made out of solid gold, made as a conductor for what? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's
that's,
what
a
you were
theory.
just talking about,
So,
right?
Yeah, that's a theory, right? Everybody's believed that there was a cap, right? That's what the whole eye on the back of the dollar bill is supposed to be, like that. So you have the pyramid, and then you have the
All-seeing eye.
all-seeing eye, right? Which I believe is like a stone cap, or there's a specific name for it, right? And like you have the cornerstone, which is one of the first principles of it, and like the whole thing. But the story's supposed to be that there was a gold cap. I believe even Indiana Jones had a movie where they stole the little gold cap,
Yeah.
right, off of it. So it's just a theory. But yeah, it was supposed to be, or it's limestone, and I think it was covered in granite, and then which is like white, and then it had a gold cap. That's what it was supposed to be. What people believe, right?
Damn,
What was I
dog.
gonna say?
This fucking, I don't know, that's a conversation that can go on
So
forever
dope.
because
For real.
we don't have any legitimate answers, no solid proof for that. Is there a call number? Yeah, Chris, you could throw the number up there, bro. We get some callers in here. We don't know what the capstone was. It's just theory.
Damn blue-eyed beneathers.
Damn blue-eyed
That's so
beneathers.
crazy.
That's hilarious.
This was
bro.
been saying the most out-of-pocket shit.
What is that a reference to?
The fucking I would imagine he's talking about Europeans and like cave people and the people that lived underneath in those underground cities and cave dwellers and all that shit.
Oh, the Aryans.
California, they tried to pass the bill to ban boys and girls sports. It didn't pass, and now Trump is threatening to withhold federal money to the schools in California for that.
Wow.
Repeat.
Okay. So the OG just told us that they didn't pass in California. They didn't pass the law to ban. Oh, we got a caller. We'll get to that right now. We got a caller. Caller, what up, man? Yo, what's up?
Hi. Hey, you got so mad at me or what?
What's up, Alabama Mexican?
Alabama Mexican.
Hey, what's up with my little horns, Chris? Is Chris right there?
Is Chris right here? Yeah, he's right here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up with the horns, Chris?
Oh, when
With
he
the-
calls, when he calls,
horn
the
or the
sound.
horse?
No, the sound when he calls.
There you go. There you go.
Hey,
There
that
you
fool
go.
wants his
Damn.
introduction. Legit introduction
Hey.
right there.
I couldn't tell it was
Hey.
you.
Hey,
I don't. That caught
Hey,
me too.
man.
It did not sound like him.
Yeah, what's going
Hey.
on with you, Alabama?
I need you to hold your nose.
hey, DEI Chris, you're gonna get fired for not putting them horns and showing up late, man. You know what I'm saying?
He said DEI, Chris.
Damn.
He said.
You really from
Hey,
Alabama?
Mark. Hey, Mark Anthony, how's it going, man?
Oh, feel better now, dog. I've been waiting for you.
Hey, Boy Scout, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro.
Right.
Good to fucking hear you, bro. Good to hear you, my G.
Hey, Mr. Doughboy, what's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you
Doughboy
doing?
is the OG right there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Fool, you're fucking boring me with this intro. Get to the shit talking, dog. That's the only reason why I wait for this fucking call, bro.
Okay, I will. Hey, hey, you guys need to take a trip to Vegas, stay at the Luxor, and please stop talking about the motherfucking pyramids, bro. God damn.
The Luxor.
It's trash, bro.
Well, I know out of all
man.
places, he's gonna say the Luxor, dog. Fuck out of here, fool. Just because it's
I
a
love that
pyramid,
pyramid.
fool.
I think there was gold at the top.
Damn, that's.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, damn, fool. Where's the direct ones, dog? These are soft and nice, fool.
Hey, I think the stone was black granite and limestone. Fuck, man.
Damn, you got the bomb, bro. Hey, Chris is dying right now, fool. Give him the horn, yeah. You just gave him the nuke, fool. And the gunshot.
Hey, guys, let me cook, man. Let me cook.
Well, hurry up, fool.
All right. I was just, you guys were talking about movies, right?
Nah, fool.
Hey, if you guys think about it, you don't really need too much money to make a good movie. I think one of the best movies ever was the Sandlot movie, the little kids playing baseball. Is that right?
Yeah, with the big ass dog. Yeah.
Hey, if they make like a Section 8 version of the Sandlot, hey, you guys will be like the cast for that, man. You know?
This fool.
Hey, all right, hey, break down the rules. Break down the rules, fool. Break it down, fool.
Hey,
Who way?
hey, Doughboy will be the catcher for sure, right? hey,
Oh, shit, fool.
hey, and we got right here the Boy Scout. He'll be the A-Rod, or what was his name?
Benny
The
the
Mexican
Jet.
kid that played. Was it
Benny the Jet.
Yeah, fool.
Hey, and Mark Anthony, you be part of the Requiem from a Dream movie right there, bro. You can get a little bit of the Sandlot, man.
Damn, I can't even be in Sandlot,
Can't even
fool.
be squints, fool?
Squints.
That's fucked up.
Hey, none of those kids were like had tattoos, and all you do smoke like.
They were
vape, man, you
kids,
know
fool.
what
What the fuck? They were like 12, dog. Listen, I know this ain't Alabama, man, but like, come on, dog.
I'm saying? Bro, you be trying to fuck somebody in that movie, man. You fucking.
You're not wrong, fool.
Motherfucker. Hey, Mark Anthony, you'll shoot. Hey, you'll shoot the beef and the motherfucking movie will be over or something.
You shoot the dog.
Yeah,
this
it'll be a
movie's
short
over.
film, dog. It'll be a short film.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Hey, one more because I know you guys gotta take some of the callers with
Yes, sir.
after they. Hey, one more. Hey, hold on. I got notes. Hey, man, I
got
only
notes.
call you
Hurry the
guys.
fuck, keep it together, fool.
Hey.
Get it off your chest, G.
Hey, man, I only call you guys pansexuals when you don't show up to work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was fine. I was cold, fool. I didn't appreciate that, dog. I don't even know what a pansexual is, fool.
So I was offended, huh?
I was offended because I didn't know if I should be offended, fool.
Hey, you guys talking about music, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Some of the music right now, I feel like it's bad, but some of it helps. Like I feel like some of the music helps single moms because, for example, like Cardi B's music with all that like wet pussy shit and all that. Like I wish that shit was around when I was a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was like 10, I didn't know what a wet pussy was, man. And I feel like that song would have helped me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Oh, so for educational purposes, huh?
Hell yeah. My mom ain't gonna walk up to me and say that a wet pussy this, a wet pussy that, and I had no clue what the fuck that was when I was a kid.
Oh, I would hope.
Hey, that's kind of a good thing, fool. You might have had a good childhood, dog. The fuck? I for sure understood what it was that time. That's fucked up.
All right, Alabama Mexican. Appreciate you calling, man.
I'm gonna call you guys next week, and you guys better show up to work, man.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, fool.
Hey, shout out to American Cholo.
Yeah, he's
out.
listening, brother.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Peace out, man.
Peace out.
All right,
Damn,
late.
dog.
Hey, that fool didn't sound like him at first, fool.
Section 8 sound long.
That's fucking
That's
hilarious. I'm not gonna
crazy,
lie,
That
fool.
That's funny, bro.
He cooked
Alright,
us,
well,
dog.
fuck y'all, fool, because I ain't even in it. I'm in a Requiem for a Dream or whatever the fuck.
For a dream.
Fuck, fool.
He didn't make the movie.
I didn't even make the cut,
You
fool.
couldn't even be Squints full. The fucking Ornali.
Squid.
Horny ass fool.
Hey, he's not wrong, though. I would have shot the dog, fool. Straight up. There's a bunch of kids there, dog. Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, so the topic we were going to discuss before the homie called in, OG was saying that in California they tried banning the boys and girls can't play sport, or they can't play each other's sports, right?
Yeah, my bad. Before you do it, isn't that crazy that we just call him the homie and he started off just talking major shit?
Hey, that's what homies do, though.
That's the homie, fool.
That's true.
The
That's
homies
the
do, we
easiest
talk
way
shit.
in, fool. That's the easiest way in.
Yep.
But yeah.
So they were trying to ban not letting girls play in boys sports and not letting boys play in girls sports. So I guess it didn't go through. So now what Trump wants to do is tax them, right? Is what he said? Tax the schools. He's trying to
Funding.
take away their federal funding. So he wants to take away their. How do you guys feel about that?
It's a lot of money.
It's basically taxing them.
Man,
Yeah, same shit.
In other words,
about the actual decision that people voted for, I think it's a no-brainer. Like, men shouldn't play women's sports. It just doesn't make any sense, right? It's us, and we've said it a lot here on this podcast, is advocating for our women, right? Because who's being left in the dust in all of this is women, right? In women's sports. Because as biologically, you already have an advantage. There's the science is sciencing, right?
Fool, tackle that girl if she wants to play, fool.
And vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Like, but
Shut up.
but
I
at
wish.
the
Go heads
but-
up right now.
But at the same time, what we're saying is we have to be bigger advocates of our women,
Yeah.
and especially when it comes to sports, because that's an unfair advantage. And biologically, scientifically, right? The science is sciencing in this. It's obvious, right? They're doing this for whatever reasons that it was voted for, whatever it may be. But like, nah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the outcome. I think that, men shouldn't play women's sports, plain and simple. But I also don't agree with being able to withhold a lot of these funds that
That's not
don't
cool.
necessarily just pertain to that, right?
yeah.
Because we're so poorly underfunded as we already speak, and a lot of it has to do with the mismanagement of funds. I get it, but it just to hold all funding away, federal funding for that specific issue, I'm on the fence about it.
Yeah. And to be honest, bro, like my question is, does that impact games that are like cool to do co-ed, like softball? Right? Softball, you can co-ed. There's no advantage or disadvantage. That's fine, dog.
I think there is though.
Nah, but like baseball's different.
You get a guy up there, he's gonna most likely dink one out.
Well,
the
you're already
park.
throwing the ball like a girl, dog. Like, you know what I mean? The under toss thing.
But-
Yeah, I've seen some
but
girls really throw.
The speed of
That's true.
like if we're comparing it, obviously if you put a fucking badass female softball pitcher up against us three, we don't pitch softball.
I'm gonna fucking school her.
You know what I'm saying,
fool.
man? If she's a D1 athlete, fool, she's gonna smoke.
I'll get her out of
Smoke
there,
us.
fool.
You
Get
know,
her out
but
of
when you're
there.
talking, when you're comparing a D1, like,
Yeah.
to male and female, it's completely different, dog.
Well, you know
It's
what I would
completely
say?
different.
Like, why can't you just not pull the funding? I don't really know how school funding works like that, right? But why not just privatize the school shit? Where if you're going to do that as a school, like you have private schools, that you have to fund your own school activities. If you're going to have a co-ed baseball thing, I think it's stupid. You should never have boys playing with girls like that, dog. It just
Yes,
shouldn't
but
happen.
see, that's the thing. I don't think it's a co-ed thing more than anything as it is like,
The trans thing?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, if that's what it is solely, then yeah, bro, get that bullshit up out of here, dog. It's not cool.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean, it's super unfair.
Yeah. Put
know,
her, hey,
we
but if she wants to get on the fucking line and go heads up, fool, with
But
these
see,
pads on. G.
here's what I see a lot. Here's what I see a lot from people is they say, "Why do we clap when a girl makes the guy's football team?" Why? And that's what they say. Why do we clap for a girl when she gets to play on the guy's football team, but no one claps for a guy who goes to play with the girls? And I know my answer. I know where I stand on that. But what's your take on that? That's what people say in the comments. Like that's how they defend the argument.
Man, it's obviously their opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want about the situation. I wholeheartedly disagree. biologically, there's obviously an advantage. There's obviously something there, right? And I'm gonna go back to a sport that I know, which is fighting. Like equal fights, equal rights, right? Like no,
That's
you never want
terrible.
to see a woman and a man fight each other, right? Even if it is a man transitioning into being a woman, like the competitive advantage that gives you, the hurt that you can put on somebody, like it's funny till it's not, right? And in sports like that, like you're opening, it's a slippery slope because, you know, it's baseball, you know, softball, and it's these other women's sports that are impacted initially. And then it goes into sports that you're putting people's lives in danger.
Yeah. We got a caller, man. Caller, what's up? You're live. Hello, caller.
What's cracking?
What's cracking, man?
Big dog?
What's up with it? Hey, check out fucking Doughboy. You like those gangster movies? If you want to give this movie a chance, it's called Little Caesar.
Little Caesar.
Yeah, Little Caesar. Well, I mean anybody that wants to give it a chance, but it's one of the first gangster movies. I think it was I think it's from 1939. It's black and white, but it's fucking badass. Fool. It's like it's action packed. Like it's getting in shootouts and all kinds of shit.
Okay, hell yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that shit. I think it's on YouTube for free and shit. You know, if you want to give it a chance, bro.
All right, hell yeah, most definitely.
All right, loco. All right, yeah, please have a good day.
I appreciate that. You too, bro.
Good looking.
All right.
Yeah, no, fuck all that though, bro. But you know what's funny, dog? What do you think about that? No female firefighters.
I don't agree with that. It's kind of fucked up.
Why though?
Why, bro? Because, dog, I mean, what does that have? That can even compare to the sports, though.
But what if she can't pick you up and take you out? If she's not strong enough to actually pull you out of that ladder?
Well, she's got to have a role somehow.
I guess that should be the question, more like direct. What are you gonna say?
I think there should be benchmarks and tests. If you can pass this benchmark, and you can pass this test, and you can be a fighter. Doesn't matter who you are or what you are.
But isn't that kind of the point of why you applaud a woman that gets in a male league, because you understand how much more difficult it is than when a guy goes in a woman's? You're kind of like, bro, you just took the easy mode.
That's a great perspective,
right?
100%.
But see, when it comes to that, I feel like they're not really competing against each other. You know, they're working on the same team.
That's true.
So it's like,
well, you fight against a fire, dog.
Well, yeah, that's why. But it's, you know, there's no disadvantage. Well, there is disadvantages. You know, some people are stronger, some whatever. But like he said, you know, you take tests and they categorize you somewhere where you fit in. You get in where you fit in.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. Then somebody said no CIA.
No female CIA. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
because it could just be an intelligence, dog. You know, but when it comes to physical roles, like, I mean, combat, I don't think I'd really want female combat. Anybody in combat,
anything,
you know what I mean?
any
role.
type of contact sport, bro, where it gets physical, I don't think women should participate with men, just because, you know, it's unfair.
Yeah,
and it's fucked up. Even beyond unfair, it's just like the amount of damage that can happen. Like, fair or not, I feel like you take the risk that you want to take. If you want the harder route, then take the harder route. But what can actually happen to you is like different, bro. Like, even again, fighting, it ends on that, bro. You can really kill somebody in there.
So we think what do you guys think about the him stopping the funding to the schools?
That's fucked up.
I think it's fucked up.
I think a lot of the things that Trump does is very knee jerk.
Yeah.
And he's so used to shooting off the hip. He's so used to really kind of being in his own world. Nobody ever telling him what to do, right? He's been a boss in one respect or another for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then when you get stuck in your ways, you kind of just shoot off the hip.
Yeah.
You don't understand that you have a whole country that you're running, right? And you should probably
just take a caller. Hotline. What's up, caller? Yo,
What's cracking?
What's cracking?
What's cracking?
What's cracking? Hey, fool, y'all fools heard about the little girl, Emily Pike?
Emily Pike?
Yeah, have you heard her story?
Nah, I don't think so.
Put us up on game.
So basically, the little homegirl, I guess some fool fucking kidnapped her and fucking chopped her into like 4 or 5 pieces and shit.
Is this the one about the mom?
And excuse me?
Is this the one about the mother?
Nah, it was some dude kidnapped her. Some dude kidnapped her. She's 15, and he fucking cut her up in pieces and left her like on the side of the road and shit.
Damn.
Yeah. So earlier when you fools were talking about music, I was on the bus today, bro, and there was a dude in the reason why I'm saying that is to say this other shit is that today I was on the bus and there was this fool he's in the back of the bus and he's playing some ignorant ass fucking music, talking about big sticks, sex, and all this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're doing that, bro, in a public setting and there might be children and families around, that shit's suspect as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm saying this is because homie's talking about women earlier, and I agree with him. We do need to protect the women and the kids, especially and shit. And the society, like, is not safe for women and children. And one of the ways that we could measure that is by the sentences that, like, pedos get, fools that commit DV, fools that rape hyenas, they hardly get any fucking time in jail. And the fact that our president is right now flying around in the Lolita Express, it just normalizes that fucking behavior. So even though I you know, if you're like in women's sports and you're a vato, you might have an equal, I guess, a higher chance at beating some of these hyenas, but the real threat to women is, it's us, fool. It's man. It's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? But that's just my 2 cents, brother.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you calling in.
Have a good one, Carla.
Thank you. You too, man.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's some truth behind that. There's a lot of dudes that, I mean, I can't, you know, say everybody.
No,
Nah.
bro.
Of course not,
The
but
only safety net women have is men. Bad men, good men protect women from bad men, right? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's us. And then again, like a lot of us suffer from cultural impact as well. Like we were saying earlier, control the narrative. Well, when all your music is saying bitch this and women are calling themselves bitch and hoe and they're taking that kind of title on themselves and we're reinforcing it itself. Like to what you're saying, it is our duty to protect women. And it's not just in sports, right? Yeah. It's in culture. It's in the way you actually date, the way you deal with them, right? How you treat people's daughters and shit. But I would not ever say, bro, men created the safety net for a woman.
no, for sure. You know, so I wouldn't say, is there fucking bad men out there? Yeah, of course. You know, and then I don't know what the statistics are, but I would assume, you know, when it comes to like crimes, certain crimes, men lead higher than.
Well, you know what's the interesting part to that is that I wouldn't know because I think most of the time men aren't going to fucking call the cops on women for shit. We don't. A lot of their crimes, they go undealt with. A lot of their domestic abuse goes undealt with, right? Because we're men. We kind of just eat it. But you just fucking, women can ruin your entire life off of hearsay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The evil is measured differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I really think, kind of going back to the comment that you were saying about, you know, really the lack of masculine men, right? The lack of men, the lack of healthy masculinity. That's the issue. That's the problem, right? It's this hyper masculinity, this toxic masculinity that these young boys are growing up believing that this is the way that you're supposed to act and being men. Going back to the conversation we had on the last podcast of having better mentors.
Yeah.
And whether that's teachers, coaches, or whatever it may be, right? It's our responsibility of whatever generation you may be to reach back. And we all have little homies and we have people that we have influence in our sphere of influence. It's our responsibility to pass that wisdom on to them so they don't perpetuate the same shit.
Exactly. Which starts with you. You can't like measure all men. You can only measure yourself as a man, right? And when you look at it at the end of the fucking day, dog, like the way we carry ourselves, it doesn't matter what you joke and what you do. Like people say chivalry's dead. Chivalry's not dead. It's just not valued, right? So what it becomes is a measure of the man. Like, do you have integrity? And what is integrity? It's what you do even when it holds no value, right? I just carry a way a man does one thing is the way a man does all things. But nowadays, you open the door for a woman and she's like, like chivalry's not dead. It's just not valuable, right? It's only valuable to people that still understand it. But there's plenty of good dudes out there. You just don't measure it, right? You don't notice a good person.
I trip out because I see some of like the the people that do TikToks and shit. They do like public interviews and like talk to females and stuff. Some of their mindsets is crazy, bro.
Bro, the ones where they go through the phone shit or whatever, and then you see how many girls are not like, they're like, nah.
Or not just that, is like some of them are like talk about how like they wouldn't like be stay-at-home moms. Yeah. And like they wouldn't let their partner like just take care of them. And it's like,
okay.
Like why is that all leaving? I get it, bro. Like I get the empowerment, but I don't think stuff like that should like that doesn't make anybody less of a woman.
Well, it's like the fourth wave of feminism already, you know.
But I'll tell you this, like in those videos that you're watching on TikTok and on YouTube and on social media, right? Most of those women and those females are young. And if we held each other accountable for the shit that we were saying when we were 18, 19, 20, like we'd probably slap ourselves, right? Because the opinions and the things that you were speaking about when you're 21 versus when you're 31, 41, 51 are completely different. If you're 31, 41, still talking the same shit, you haven't grown. Life has a great way of kicking you in the ass and making sure that you're taking all that information and adjusting. It's going to run you over or you're going to run with it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, that's why it matters you have families in the home. I mean, fathers in the home, dog. Like, if you look at it, most of it that's going to be the case. I should be bothered by damn near everything I thought when I was 12 to 14, 15 to 20. Like, if you're not constantly looking back like, wow, that was stupid, you're not growing, right? But the real thing is, like, do you have positive male role models in your life, right? Do you have people directing you, influencing you? You have a dad at home that's telling you, like, if your dad treats your mom like shit and is like, shut up, bitch, and that's all you see, of course that's or if he's not there and the fucking music's raising you, of course. But if you have a pops at home that's, you know, treating the mom a certain way and actually guiding you, because when you come home and you start arguing on the phone, talking to your woman a certain way, ideally your dad should pull you to the side and be like, look, bro, it's not about what happened, it's about how you carry yourself, fool. You know what I mean? But most cats out there are kind of just figuring it out. And when you're being led, or when you have a parent that's just absent, but they're there, music is telling you how to deal with it, dog. And it's just, there's more drama, dog.
Facts. Starts at home. Everything. Just like everything. What's up, fellas? Anything y'all want to say before we wrap up this episode, man?
Man, just happy to have Philosopher back, bro. So we can break down the alien talk, man. Shit.
Damn, fool. We gotta. I'm gonna start writing the script to Section 8 Sandlot.
Straight up, fool.
Alabama Mexican. You're gonna have to fund it, my boy.
For real.
Right. Hey, no, he should be like, he should narrate it like fucking.
Narrate it? No.
In his voice.
Yeah, like what's the other dude? Not Denzel, but
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, fool. You know what I mean? That would be it.
What it would sound like.
Hell yeah, fool. But hey, what's up, man? This Project Sandlaw, man. The Philosopher ain't here though, man, because he would have shot this dog, man.
Oh man, what's up, G? Anything you want to get out before we can finish this up?
Nah, fool. My windows are good. My tires are good. Full life is good, G. I might walk out there and the mental health might have taken the whole whip, but nah, bro, life is good, dog. Keep it positive and loving.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what I love to hear. But man, I appreciate everybody who tuned in to another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays. I want to give a big thank you to God for allowing us to be here and have another beautiful episode for y'all, man. Y'all make sure you tune in next week. We'll be live again. Y'all have a safe night.
That's right.
God bless.